Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
One of them. You're going to get them with one of them.
Thank you, Jose. Oh, that was fun. See, I kind of just manifested. I go, wow, what if I get them on the channel and you guys actually shout? I really like that, you know, yes, that you two are going to be red and blue corner, but at the end of the day, you guys are friends. You guys all want to win for your families.
100%. You know, obviously, we're competitors. He's doing everything he can to get his guy prepared. We do everything we can to get our guys prepared. We also have Rosario in the opening bout against Ramos. Look for that fight. He's done a tremendous job to come back with 3 stoppage losses, and it's a testament to Rosario. I want people to understand that when things aren't always going your way, we all can't be Floyd Mayweather and always have victories. So sometimes when setbacks happen, to come back from that, to get him back on pay-per-view, Rosario was huge.
He's one fighting
Ramos. That's right.
So I just read this article on Boxing Scene. Shout out to Keith Idek. That it made me sad, but it's true. It's like when he had that loss, he was thinking of committing suicide every day, that he just felt the will to not live anymore. And it has mental health is so, it's prevalent. It's huge in our industry, but it's not talked about a lot.
Well, you know, I think that's why we all got to be inspirational to people. And that's why I'm saying this story. Here's a guy that, you know, basically was on the streets after he had 3 stoppage losses. I had Luis Nunez, who's my featherweight, asked me, said, "Coach, can you train him?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Boy, that's a cat. You got, 3 stoppage losses. You've been out of the ring almost 2 years, and in the streets." But my wife said, "Hey, give him a chance." The good Lord, I gave him a chance. He did everything I asked. He just shows people if you never give up. He's back on pay-per-view. He got himself in a great position, and that's why you got to never give up. And to people out there, always be inspirational. You never know who you're going to talk to, who you can inspire, and always think about that. You never know what people are going through.
It's really true. It's really, everyone thinks it's like sunshine and roses, but it's not.
It's
people
tough.
Are going through darkness. Real fast about, oh, you know what? I just saw this. Okay, because you give great predictions. Besides your fight. Figueroa versus Fulton 2. Who you got?
You know what?
Who did you think won the first one?
I was one of the guys that thought, Figueroa edged it out. I thought he was aggressive. I thought he threw more punches. I thought he landed more punches. They like the clean, effective boxing with Fulton, which is a great fighter. So, I mean, it was a fight. Obviously, he could have went either way. I kind of had him edging it, but it didn't go his way that night. But I think in the rematch, I think Figueroa is going to be victorious.
Figueroa? Yeah, I think so too. It'd be great for a trilogy.
Well, the tough thing is, like I said, getting back to the point of Rosario, it's very, very hard to come back from a loss, let alone a knockout loss.
Yeah.
And you just don't know the psyche of a fighter or what happened anyway. Now, it can be done. We've seen Roberto Duran come back, with Thomas Hearns, but it's rare.
Because a piece of their soul is gone.
It's rare. Some guys can do it. Some guys can do it. Pacquiao did it, obviously.
Yeah. Oh,
Roberto Duran did it, obviously. But we'll see if he's that kind of animal. I'm not so sure.
Okay. Pitbull versus Fierro. We saw Pitbull lose, obviously, to Rayo. And
I can't go against Pitbull. I worked with his father. I like Pitbull, and I'm definitely rooting for him.
I was going to say, well.
Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico. Okay, now we got Beterbiev Bivol, too, coming up in a month.
Who
won the first one?
I thought that Beterbiev beat him.
Okay.
I'm one of the few, I guess, that didn't see it that way, but I thought he was landing the harder, crisper shots. I thought he was forcing the fight. And I think Bivol in the last rounds, I think if he would have not given up so much ground in those last rounds, because people got to realize something. In those first 4 or 5 rounds, you're going to be hard-pressed unless you're really dominating, that any judge is going to give you 5 rounds at that level. 5 rounds out of the gate or 4 rounds. So you got to think to yourself, should you be giving up the 10th, 11th, and 12th?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And
championship rounds, too.
Same thing that happened to De La Hoya with Trinidad. It hit him in the butt.
Yeah, it always makes me wonder why people give up rounds, but I get it. Like, you need to have a rest round, but you don't know what the corners are saying. We don't know sometimes, half the time, if they're lying to them, saying you're winning. And I'm like, blatantly, you're not. But I appreciate corners that are very honest to their fighters, but sometimes there's no mics that we don't know what's going on.
Sure.
So so now who wins the rematch?
Beterbiev, I think, is going to win the rematch.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Why?
I think stylistically, Bivol would have caused him more problems in the first fight than the second fight. I think Beterbiev is a big puncher, but he's basic.
Okay.
Where Bivol has a tricky style. He's kind of in, out, in,
Yeah.
out, in, out. So I like the guy that has that has seen him now for the second time to do a little bit better in the second fight than the first fight.
Okay.
The awkward guy, I think, has the advantage in the first fight, not so much in the second.
Okay. There was a fight that was finally announced. Boots versus Stanionis.
Ooh.
I know, finally. I remember interviewing Stanionis during the Canelo Munguia, and he just wants to unify. They all want to unify. Fight finally is made. We saw how Boots performed last, and I get it. He already beat the guy, Karen Chudnowski, I think his name is. I remember Coach Red always says, if you don't know how to pronounce her last name, that means you're dangerous.
That's
he
true.
always says that's true. But Boots is a very, very talented, skilled fighter. Stanionis is a pressure fighter. So how do you win this fight?
Wow, that's a barn burner. Totally two different contrasting styles. Again, kind of like the Morrell Benavidez fight. Anything can happen, obviously. A guy can get hit with a shot he doesn't see coming. But I always like the guy who can do a plethora of things in the ring. And I think Boots, the same way Morrell does, has more paths to victory than the other guy.
Okay.
So Boots has more paths to victory than Stanionis,
yeah.
and that's what I think too with Morrell. Yes, Benavidez has more experience, but does he have the foot speed that Morrell does?
No.
Can he turn them? Can he get on angles? We'll see who implements what style to that fight. But I usually, and to give you a football analogy,
Okay.
Super Bowl's coming up.
I don't like the teams anyway.
Yeah, but
Chiefs, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Them refs, fire them all.
Well, the thing is in football, can you win the Super Bowl just running the ball? Sure. Can you win the Super Bowl just passing the ball? Sure. But I like the team that can pass and run the ball.
Yeah.
And so I like the guy with great feet and great hands.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, he'll get across the finish line.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is another one that was top rank. Dennis Berinchyk versus Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is like a mini Shakur. Well, like they're like twins. And then Berinchyk, we saw how he fought against what's his face, Navarrete. And Navarrete we saw how he fought against Oscar Valdez. But now, who wins that fight?
Styles make fights. It's a tough fight. And the Ukrainians are very well schooled, very well trained. They're very hard.
Roma, all of them, they got that footwork.
And they come from a country that's, when you're in those conditions where it's below zero or growing up in that, so they're very roughened and hardened.
Yeah.
So it should be a great fight. I got Keyshawn winning the fight. Again, I think he has more paths to victory than the other guy. I just think he has more athleticism.
Okay. Now, I know this is the fight that it's a mythical matchup still because nothing has been said and done. Canelo versus Crawford. It's been talked about.
It's probably going to happen.
Yeah,
like
I think so. It is.
It's looking like it's going down that direction. I love Crawford. I think he's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. But I think he's earned the right to be able to compete against him.
Yeah.
But I'm one of the guys that they have weight classes for a reason. And a lot of people say, well, Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo. You got to remember something. That was Canelo who's 21 years old. Mm-hmm. That was Canelo who had really filled out his body, and you're fighting the greatest fighter maybe ever, at least in the top 5. And stylistically, it could be a problem. He was very young, inexperienced at the time. And now you're talking about a Canelo who's been seasoned in and around 68. You could say, well, he lost to Bivol at 75, but think about how big Bivol was. And even if he lost to him, do you think he was just whitewashed in that fight? No. So to me,
and Canelo believes he won that fight.
Well, I mean,
to each their own.
Whatever they want to say, he wasn't blown out for sure. No. And then you got Crawford. In my opinion, yes, you won your last fight, but it was a little bit of a struggle with a guy with 11 fights, not as experienced, and he's nowhere near the puncher Canelo is.
Yeah, and he had his amateur background is like in the hundreds.
So I think he's earned the right.
Yeah.
Maybe he could prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Would I be completely shocked if he was able to pull it off? No, but if you're a betting man out there, people, I think you better put your money on Canelo. But Crawford definitely has earned the right.
Do you think he'll knock him out?
I don't know that he knocks him out because Crawford's very crafty. He has a great wrestling background, so he knows how to tie up. I'm sure he can buy time and spots. But boy, bring your hard hat. That's going to be an all-day job for Crawford.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a good fight. First it was like mythical matchup, and we're like, what? But now after Turkey Al Sheikh, it's like that's the fight he wants. And usually when Turkey wants something and money's thrown to people, they're gonna make it happen. I mean,
Sure.
We always knew Canelo was not. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing. But then now we see a picture with him, and they're having conversations. I'm like, if you're gonna get paid like 3 numbers possibly in front of a comma, I would too.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah,
That would be nice.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, I know. Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate you stopping by. Best of luck to Morrell and Benavidez. Oh, wait. I forgot to ask. Who did you guys have sparring partners for? Are you allowed to disclose?
For Morrell or for the Banana?
For Morrell.
Well, there's a kid out there, Cuban kid.
Yeah.
Last name Feliciano.
Luis Feliciano.
He's gonna be on. He's gonna be on the undercard here, and he is very, very talented.
Yeah, he is. He used to. Wait, where did he fight on? Did he fight for 360?
He is very, very.
No, he's really good. I remember I interviewed him for I forgot which show.
He's an unbelievable talent. He hasn't lost in I think 10 years to the Stanionis, to the Russians at the World Games.
Yeah.
He's already number 1 in the world with 6 fights. He was up for Prospect of the Year with Daniel Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a tremendous talent, and also we had Hot Rod who won the championship title from. So he had great sparring for this fight.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a really tough one. My God, I go back and forth on this fight. I haven't seen Morrell in. I don't know how his defense. I've only seen what I've seen. You obviously know him. You've seen his styles, but that's what the questions that for me to get answered Saturday is. Will he be able to take David's power? But I know Morrell has power also. I know he's quick. I know he's got them feet. I saw him doing salsa dance. He's a Cuban fighter. Like he can stick and move.
Two, I think Morrell's the bigger puncher. But Benevidez.
Did you hear that?
But Benevidez throws more punches. I told everybody this. Morrell throws like 105 mile an hour fastball. Benevidez throws 96 mile an hour. He doesn't punch like Morrell, but he'll throw 5, 6, 7, 8 punches. As opposed, there he goes by.
There's
the chat.
Oh, Dave, come here.
The best.
Come here.
Increíble. 1 minute.
Hola. Hi, David. I'm Cynthia and Jeandra, Best Women's Boxing Show, period. I'm talking to your trainer, and he was just saying that your punches are better than David. They're stronger.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Increíble. Más fuerte.
I can tell you right. You know, I feel stronger. I feel good for this fight. It's Bobby, for everything. It's a Bobby. You know, LeBeauf. It's a wonderful fight for me. You know, every time you make a fight with him, support me. So, God know me. Everything. I feel stronger. I feel good. And promise you, Saturday night,
the best.
I'm winning.
The best.
You know,
the best.
There is one question I do want to ask you. This is a very big stage. T-Mobile is a big arena. How do you get yourself prepared for something like that? Because when you're going to walk out, you're going to have a lot of fans, and it's a big night for you. Because it's not the Armory, and it's not it's T-Mobile in Vegas.
Yeah, bro. I'm coming here to fight to go.
Yeah.
Brian Garcia.
No, but you're the headline.
I know, but it's the biggest too. It's a lot of people too.
No, that was different. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I know what you say is different, but you know, I don't care.
Not for him.
Good for you. Your English is good. You should speak more.
Hey, David.
I can't understand your Spanish.
The ring is still square. The ring no different.
Good luck. Buena suerte. Thank you. David Morrell, I got it. Thank you. Yeah, I know they're all playing it. No, they're all like, no, but they always come. Canelo came and drank his beef. We were drinking in the media room. We're not allowed to, but Canelo said, "Go." I said, "We're allowed to drink." He said it. It was fun. Okay, well, he answered a lot of questions. The one question I really did want to ask him, but I can't wait to see. Does he have a special Can you disclose, is someone going to walk him out, a rapper, any Cubano, any...
I don't know. He has said nothing to me, so I don't know about that.
Okay. Mario Barrios, what's going on with him? Besides he's a papa, like what's the next fight? Is it
We'll see.
Manny
Let's go.
I keep saying no, Uncle Manny, no. Stay home. No more Manny Pacquiao.
Well, you know, just like I said with Crawford,
Yeah.
I think Manny has earned the right through his greatness to have the opportunity to fight if he so chooses.
Yeah.
He's done so much for the sport. He's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we were talking, a lot of people said, oh, he shouldn't come back. I said, well, you're the same people that said he shouldn't come back against Thurman. And he pulled that off.
Yeah.
So they can say, well, it's a couple more years, but that's what you said a couple more years before that. And Manny's still got fast hands. He's still dangerous. The last thing to go on a fighter is his punch. So we'll see how that plays out. But if he so chooses, to me, he's definitely earned the right.
I mean, if not, 147 division is stacked. You see Ryan Garcia's coming up, Devin Haney. I mean, if they have to win their respective fights, which they should, Haney versus Ramirez and Garcia versus, it's funny, Garcia thought he was fighting Isak. I'm like, isn't Isak fighting? Who's he fighting again?
Rolling.
That's gonna, the